Hey everyone, I'm Derek, aka Karnak, and hi! It's good to see you again. It's been a little while since I put out a video. Sorry about that, just caught up in a bunch of life stuff. Nothing too crazy, just working hard and doing my best to support myself and venture out and do new things. Couple topics I want to talk about. I know some of you have likely noticed I've updated my YouTube channel, changed some of the images, scrubbed some of the prior wording off some things, or will be. I'm going through a bit of a rebranding. And you might be wondering why. Well, you see, I've got a new logo up there instead of just the old blocky yellow text. Spent a little bit of money to work on some logos. The banner's not quite where I want it. I'll have to get that adjusted. But otherwise, yeah, I'm changing things to move away from having Star Wars in my branding name. And for those of you that have ever worked with lawyers and stuff like that, you probably know the reason why. The mouse kind of doesn't like it when you try to capitalize on the branding of Star Wars, the property that they own, and try to make money off it. Now, I'm way too small to be a bother or anything like that, but I know that if I continue to want to try to expand my channel or do other things, I'm going to need to move away from that. So even though I still am going to be mainly focused on Star Wars Armada content, I need to just take that out of my name just to ensure that there's no future issues, right? And also, it just kind of might limit me to, if my channel name is only Star Wars Armada, that kind of doesn't really help me expand out into other games or other passions I might have. So moving away from that, what is my acronym? I'm changing my acronym name, so it's still going to be SWAE, SWAE, just because I really like that. It's just easy to say, easy to remember. I like the aspect of like I'm trying to sway you to my opinion, kind of a deal. No, it's just something I still enjoy, and it's what I have built myself up off that. So I want to keep that. But what is it going to stand for now? I don't know. It doesn't have to stand for anything. But if I had to put something there, I kind of dad joked myself. I was coming up with random letters to put in, and I laughed hard when I came up with self written answers explained. Because if any of you know that I like writing a bunch of documents and then talking about them, I laughed really hard at myself when I came up with that. So maybe that's what it'll be, self written answers explained. Or just in general, like I'm just writing answers and I explain things from, other people's games or rule books or whatever. Who knows? It's just funny. Maybe I'll come up with something else. I'm not too stressed out about it. But the channel will be focusing on trying to get back to a once a week schedule. I know I've mentioned that so many times before, but I am making greater efforts than ever before, and I'll let you know in a moment how I'm going to accomplish that. But I want to focus on at least a video a week. I would love to do like one night a week too, where I'm streaming, playing like some kind of video game or maybe some other kind of content, something different, something that's not just Star Wars or Armada focused. It could be, who knows? I got some ideas. We'll look into it together, right? Maybe you guys can give me some hints or tips or something you'd like to see me talk about. It could be a variety of things, but I do want to stay more focused on like gaming aspect, whether it be board games or computer games. Maybe we'll talk about books. I love books. Love reading books. Maybe we can talk about books, right? Oh no, I lost 1,000 viewers already. But yeah, that's what's going on with my channel. I do want to get back into talking about, upgrade cards and things like that now that my life isn't going to be so hectic. And you're asking, okay, well, how are you going to accomplish that? Well, I kind of have mostly quit my job of 16 years as a professional carpet care technician. It's a job I really enjoyed, really love. Still am going to go back and do like a few days a month, but I'm working on starting my own business and also, again, wanting to expand a bit more on my YouTube channel. And some of you like doing what? What are you going to change? How are you going to support yourself? Well, I am wanting to get more into my passion and something that challenges me, and I feel great whenever I do it, and that is event planning or managing or organizing or so many different words, coordination. Like, they all have subtle differences. I'm not going to bore you with the finer details on something like that. Just is a passion of mine. I love it. I really feel great when I'm planning an event, understanding what the unique challenges of that event is, and then beating those challenges or rising to those challenges and figuring out how to run a great event. And I love it. I just really enjoy it. And I have been wanting to do it for a long time. I tried a decade ago. I was so just young and naive. I tried to start a business then doing this, and I just didn't hardly know anything. But I've gotten a bit older. I've grown. I've gotten some experience, and now I actually feel like I'm ready to venture out into doing this. And my business venture that I'm working on standing up is going to be called Otherworld Events. And it is going to be an event planning uh, thing, that stuff. Insert words here. But it's going to be, it's based out of Central Oregon, the area where I'm from. And I'm not going to limit myself into like just planning weddings or anything like that. I could, I know how to do that. I've done lots of just local things for friends and here and there. But I really want to branch out and focus on just kind of all kinds of events. Some of the events I'm helping to assist right now is mostly Star Wars Armada related. I'm helping with the St. Lawrence event that's going to be in Montreal, Canada. They're actually flying me out there to go to that event and help run Star Wars Armada event there, which is great. Very excited about that. I've been helping with Golden State Games in San Francisco. That's going to be November 5th and 6th. And very excited for that event. What else is going on? Oh, yeah. I am getting more of a role at Adepticon. I'm actually going to be part of the staff there. And for right now, the goal is that I'm assisting with the Adepticon side of things for helping out Atomic Mass Games. Now, I can't say much more than that just because it's not much more to really talk about until more details are finalized. Just know that I'm doing the best that I can to help Atomic Mass Games plan the best that they can according to what it is that they're looking to have done. And I'm just excited in general. But I like the logo. Some of you that might be in Oregon see the might see the orange on black and like, wait a minute, are you a Beavers fan? And it's like, no, but they got a good thing going. I'm an October baby, and I also just like Halloween colors. And I just saw this logo and I was like, man, this just looks really good, and that's what I want. So that's what I have, and yeah, I'm just excited for it. I'm very grateful that I have this opportunity to try to branch out and do these things. And I know things are hard in the world right now, and I'm not trying to say that like I've got a leg up on other people. I've worked very hard to be where I am, but I also recognize that I did have help, along the way to get where I am. Too many people to name, but I'm back. I'm going to focus on making some content for the YouTube channel. I'm going to focus on branching out to get to events and help those events out and do what I can to plan and become more involved in that kind of a world. My biggest goal right now, though, is I would love to have my own event, my own convention. I've been told by quite a few different people that I'm good at what I do. Or at least I think I'm good at what I do, right? Guess we'll find out. I've been looking at the Pacific Northwest, and every time I hear about Gen Con or Adepticon or, some of these other events, and they're great, they're fantastic, they're so much fun, but man, it's just traveling from the PNW to these events, it's expensive, or it can be, depending on where you're going. And I just like, man, I just want something like that here. There's a few smaller conventions, but they typically focus on very specific games. I mean, we've got some of the Comic Cons. I mean, there's PAX, but they don't really focus on board games. And I really want to do like miniatures and board games and get something like that going on in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm looking into it. There's actually a convention center in Portland that is called the Wingspan Convention Center. And I just keep thinking, wouldn't it be cool if we could get like the Wingspan board game, the whole like World Championships in the Wingspan Convention Center? Wouldn't that just be fantastic? I'm not committing them to anything from anybody, but just like, man, just stuff like that is so cool and it's just so interesting to me and just I have a passion about it. So, no promises, just going to look around and see what's going on, see how else I can get involved in communities and do some new things. Well, I think I've gone on long enough. So, those are my thoughts and ideas and what I'm looking forward to in the future. Just popping back in to say, hey, I'm back and I'm looking forward to just doing more. So, catch you later.